west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but the abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group time for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let them send me holler. A showstopper, been the proper since a teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit the prayer up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race to make merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round, take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth, nigga, cool yo. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. be modest. I know two things. A robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt, I'm gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that mean? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
Yo, what about the bomber clock to them boy, man? Bad mind I go kill them. Suffocate to no pussy hole. Yo, status. Tell some boys we don't chat us. Anyway, my dogs go in on the street, them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog we beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Hey, but anyway though, this a no playground. The Glock 19, they have to stay round. Nah take no check with me payroll. Anything rise up, play down. Them a send check but they won't. Dog we will make it step if they don't. But at the same old, said them want smoke but the grab a done flame out. A couple gyal a come through. Gyal a WhatsApp what she gonna come to. She a give me tap and she swallow some juice. Gyal a suck cock till me Jonathan blow. Bentley van a come through. Convert to the drop top still have a sunroof. The dog them roll strap you one proof. Alright, wanna move. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog we beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Aye, Jeff say go fuck it up, so we fuck it up. Big up all of me friend them all who me never big up. All who know they are so, I ain't in a cup. Life shake up, you know me friend but that's how we go. Greenfield say we tough, so we a famous. And all who a flip up and a lip up and fill it up. Girl pussy way buff, one give we a fuck. One the pussy boss, one her belly stuff with the fat cock. Nicky me give back shot really. Girl a bad hype up if you're not that pretty. Money say I make you know him can't chat silly. Anything we beat we have a fat clock with it. Flick your bad with it, this a chop city. Anywhere we go we a lock that city. Money in a pocket see the fat billy. Don't come around if you're not family. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog we beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad.
Shalom, Israel. The ISUPK is hosting the Lord's 55th annual Passover. with a all-access pass to the lamb slaughter, all-black party, scripture breakdown class, kids party, the Lord's 55th annual Passover, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com, starting with April 17th events with the lamb slaughter at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in North Carolina. Make sure that you get involved. Make sure that you're in the house at 1921 Strickland Road, Clayton, North Carolina. Followed up on April 18th, Thursday, the all-black party. ISUPK concert series in Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Armory. Last year we tore it down, and this year it's gonna be a whole movie. Then Friday, we have the kids party with a petting zoo. On top of that, it's going to be held at the Sky Zone Trampoline Park with virtual reality included. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com. April 19th in the evening, General Mahaiman's Scripture Breakdown class. You already know we got the heavy hitter in the building, and it's going to be at the South Square Event Center. Make sure that you're in the house starting at 7 p.m. in Durham, North Carolina. Then, April 20th, the moment you've been waiting for, the Lord's 55th annual Passover. Make sure that everybody's in the house, and it's being held at the last Black National Fairgrounds in Pittsboro, North Carolina, starting at 6 p.m. Also housing an actual slave quarters, which you will be able to go and take pictures and video footage in front of it. That's 191 Fairgrounds Road, Pittsboro, North Carolina, April 20th, starting at 6 p.m. with doors open at 4 p.m. for a brunch. Make sure you're in the house on time. Then April 21st, Sunday, is the Feast of Unleavened Bread at the Haiti Heritage Center, 804 Old Fayetteville Street, Durham, North Carolina. Make sure that you are in the house. If you have not booked your hotel room, there are still a few rooms available at the Millennium Hotel. Check the number. Make sure that you call. Rooms are only available while they last. The Lord's 55th Annual Passover, hosted by the ISUPK.
Slakia, sir, you're muted.
The water. Hey, shalom. Yahweh Shemal Atah Bashim Yahweh Shai. Appreciate it.
Yahweh Shemal Atah Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Most High in Christ. How you doing? You to what?
Yep.
Most High in Christ. All right. So we got the Passover coming up. The UK will be flying down next week, and I'm flying out on the Tuesday. We all gonna be there. Everyone's gonna be there from the States, from the UK, from Jamaica, from Canada. We all gonna gather together in North Carolina and celebrate the Lord's 55th annual Passover. Now, in case anybody didn't get the memo, also there is a new location for the Passover. All right, the new location is 219 Free Gospel Road in Snow Hill, North Carolina, at 28580. All right, so that's the new location. Make sure you note that down so you know where the Passover is going to be held. All right, without further ado, we're going to get into tonight's class. So for tonight's class, we're going to revisit a topic we've done before. So we're doing colors. So we're gonna go over the class, get everything down, and then we'll do a quiz at the end of this class as well. Now, we also, so in the UK, we have a school where we hold these classes live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The school is located at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. We have the law class on Monday, the history class on Wednesday. I think it's the other way. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, history class on Wednesday and the scripture breakdown class on Thursday. We also have classes done remotely. We have the Tuesday Brotherhood class, which is done online. All these classes are from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. And we have Friday, which is today's class, the Lashawan Qadash, which is either done remotely or at the Support for Progress building in Manchester. So what you want to do if you want to attend the Manchester class, say if you're in the Manchester area or Northwest, you want to contact myself. So I'm going to put it in the chat, actually. If you want to join these classes, either through online or particularly if you want to join live in person, say we're at the building, you want to get in touch with myself, contact me via Facebook at Ra'alban Banyamyan or via email at ra'albanbanyamyan at gmail.com. Just include your name, the zone you're in. So if you're in the UK, just put UK, and the camp leader over the UK is Captain Karathia. All right. So you can find all the information if you want to join these classes there. You definitely want to get in touch with me, for example, so I can let you know, I can update you if we're in the building or if we're doing it remotely. All right. Now, shalom also to everybody that is in the class. So we've got Nazama Na, always checking in. Property of Officer 5000 Madabar, checking in from New Orleans, Louisiana. Most High in Christ, shout out to Officer Madabar and shout out to New Orleans. All right, we also got Tower Bath. Shalom Yahweh Shemala Dabashim Yahushai. Congratulations on getting your name as well, sis. Lord of Christ. All right, she's checking in from Charles City, VA, Virginia. I want to say Virginia. I think that's right. All right. But without further ado, we're going to get into tonight's class. All right, let's get it. So we're going to start. We're going to go through the alphabet. All right. So far, we just have yourself, Diana. So if you could read through the Hebrew alphabet for me. So from right to left. Just read all the way through.
A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha.
Perfect. Well done. All right, so as this is the set, so Abba Gada Hawazaka Taya Kala Manasa I Pataza Kwa Ran Sha and Tha. All right, that's the Hebrew alphabet. So you'll see right here is the ancient Hebrew. So this is the Paleo. So you definitely want to make sure you know how to read and write this Hebrew right here. And then this one below it, the Assyrian. This is the modern Hebrew. So most things written in Hebrew today will be written using this. What you'd want to do is essentially know how to read this, but convert it into this, right? So you read this as A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka. So these are both Ka. So in the Assyrian Hebrew, you'll have 5 letters which have different variations. So these 5, you have Ka, Ma, Na, Pa, and Taza, which have different variations depending on if they fall at the end of the word. So you can see here, you use these letters if the Ka is at the end of the word. Like in Barak, you'd use this Ka. In Mayam, you'd use this Ma at the end, right? In Ra'alban, you'd use this Na, right? And so on and so forth. In Katazah, you'd use this Tazah at the end, using this Assyrian Hebrew, right? Okay. But then reading through, so Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. You want to make sure you have a good understanding of both Hebrews. If anybody needs this sheet, by the way, or just contact me via Facebook and via email. I can get this out to you. All right. Okay. And now, so the next part, if you could state we're going to do a registry. If you could state your registry for me, Baba Kashar.
Diana Beth Benjamin Beth Yashala.
Most High in Christ. This sister is very well learned on how to state her registry. So she said Diana Bath Banyamyan Bath Yashala, which means Diana, daughter of Benjamin, daughter of Israel. All right, so everybody should know how to state their registry. Even if you don't have a Hebrew name, you can still state your registry. You just say your name, Ban or Bath, depending on whether you are a son, which is Ban, or daughter, which is Bath. Your tribe, which is Yahawada, Banyamyan, Lauya, Shammai 1, Manasseh, whatever your tribe is, you want to learn what your tribe is in Hebrew. You have Gad, which is just God in Hebrew. Zabala 1, which is Zebulun. Napath al-Yah, which is Naphtali. Aparium, Ephraim. What's some other ones? Shammai 1 I did already. Simeon. You got Reuben, Ra'alban, so on and so forth, right? Yashakar, which is Issachar. All right, you want to know what your tribe is in the Hebrew. So when you're stating your registry, you'll know Ban or Bath, Banyam. For myself and the sister here, Banyamyan, right? If you're a Judite, if you're a so-called, if your sister are the so-called Negroes in America, you'd be of the tribe of Judah, right? You would be Yahawada. If you're a so-called Haitian, you'd be Levi. You'd be Lauya. If you are a so-called Mexican, you'd be Issachar, Yashakar, right? So on and so forth. And then you would say Ban or Bath Yasha'Allah, which is Israel. That is your nation, right? So everybody in the school, we don't allow heathens. So everybody in the school would end their registry with Ban or Bath Yasha'Allah. All right. Messiah in Christ. Okay. Now to get into today's class. So this is the class we've done before. So you may have it already in your notes, but we're just going to go over it in today's class. And then we're going to have a quiz to really kind of consolidate the knowledge in our minds. All right. So firstly, the word you want to write down is the word for color in the Hebrew, which is ka'ayan, right? So ka'ayan. And that comes from the root word ayan, which means eye. Like, I'm not sure if you remember in last week's class when we went through the root words of each letter, like with a, the root is alap, meaning cattle or oxen. With ba, the root is bayath, which means house, right? So on and so forth. The root for I, which in the Hebrew is like a circle character. The root for I is ayan. I have it right here, right? So for example, the root for na is nawan, meaning sprout. Sa is samak, meaning establish. I, ayan, meaning I. Pa is mouth. Taza is tazad, which means side. So on and so forth, right? Okay, so the word for color, which is ka'ayan, comes from the root word ayan, meaning I, and then ka is like a preposition, which means as or like, right? So it's like you're saying, almost like you're saying as your eye. It's basically you're saying what you see. You see is in color, right? So that is how you say color in the Hebrew, ka'ayan or ka'ayan. All right. Now, let me see. Okay, so the first color. So we're going to go through essentially, your most common colors, which is like the colors of the rainbow, right? You got red, orange, yellow, all the way through to violet or purple, right? So, what I want to do as well, Diana, you want to get the English word. So say for like color, we're gonna get color. Now I know, don't worry, I'm not, illiterate. In the UK, color is spelled with a U. I know it's like COLOR for American, but it's spelled with a U for the UK. So I am from the UK after all. All right. So color, you can write it with without the U, just write color, and then you're gonna write ka'ayan, and then you're gonna write ka'ayan in the Hebrew, right? So you have a ka, I, ya, and na. And then with these, what should I call them? I usually call them connectors. I could call them inflections, or I don't know. I'll probably call them connectors, right? This arch means that you say the letter by itself. So you say ka, right? And then this one here, you say I. And then this upside down arch or the U shape means you join these two letters together. And when you join these two together, the A drops off from the second letter. So instead of it being ya, na, it's just going to be yan, right? So ka, I, yan. That's how you pronounce that word. right? Now you notice the modern Hebrew doesn't have the connectors, so sometimes it can be difficult to read, right? But once you start getting familiar with words, like I could read this as Adawam, Adam, you'd kind of get familiar with it. But the easiest way to read it is through the Paleo Hebrew. So it's important that you know that Hebrew, how to read it, how to write it. It's important to know how to break that down. All right? Hey, Shalom,
Shalom.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. How y'all doing? You two one? You good?
Yeah.
Most High Christ. Hey, Shalom, two of Saddam Gabbar.
Hey, shalom. I listen for album that don't have the Hebrew sheet.
Khan. No sweat. What I'll do is I'll go over the Hebrew alphabet. All right. So do they have like a notepad?
Yeah, Khan, they got their paper and pen with them.
Khan. All right, no sweat. I'm gonna go through the go through the Hebrew alphabet. Okay. Now with the Hebrew alphabet, with Hebrew you read from the right to the left. Not the left to the right. You're gonna read from right to left. So the Hebrew starts over here, right? It starts with ah. So what I want you to do, I'm gonna zoom in real quick so you can see it well. You're gonna draw this letter on the right-hand side of your page. You're gonna draw ah. You're gonna draw this shape here, and you're gonna write ah underneath it. So AH. So you know how to pronounce it. Right? So this is the letter, and then this is how you pronounce it right here. Okay. So the first four is ah, ba, ga, and da. Right? You're gonna draw these letters, and then you're gonna draw these pronunciations. Right? You're gonna write, ah, AH, ba, BA, ga, GA, so on and so forth. All right. So you want to note these down. Write these down. All right.
Write it. No, on the right hand side of your page. So you write it here. So you draw this. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Let me see yours, Zuko. No, no. You wrote the wrong one. You do this one. Do that one first.
So you read. So for all the way from the right. So the most right hand side is the first one, right? So ah is the beginning of the alphabet. Then ba, then ga, and then da. Right. So you want to get those first four written down, and then we'll go into the next four. Also, if anybody has any questions in the chat about the Hebrew, or if you have any questions in general, just put your questions in the chat and I'll get round to it. All right. At the end of tonight's class, we also have a quiz prepared on the colors. So, Officer Damgabar, do they have like a device that they could use, or like the laptop?
On the laptop now, or do they need the separate one?
They could use the laptop. So that's fine. Unless if they want to do it, like they could do it together, like as a team, or if they had like a device separate, they could do it each.
I'll probably see if I can bring my iPad down in a second. The one can do it on the laptop, one on the iPad.
All right, can't.
Let me see yours.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they got their first four letters done.
Most High Christ. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next four. So the next four. So after da, you have ha, which looks kind of like a comb shape. You have wa, right? You have za.
Yeah, do it underneath.
And then you have ka, right? So this one here is CHAA. It's not cha, it's pronounced ka, right? And kind of looks like a ladder. See, let me zoom in. So you're gonna get these four written down. So ha, wa, za, and ka. Let me see. Zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna get up to the next 6. So ha, wa, za, ka, ta, and ya. Again, so you want to draw the letter and then draw the pronunciation underneath it. So all the Hebrew letters will have an ah sound, except from one. There's one variation, and that is I. That's where you get like Yahweh Shai, right? Or what's an example? Is there a brother in the school that has an I in his name? I don't think there is one actually. I think there's a brother in the UK that has a I in his name. But like that's where you get like Yahweh Shai, or what's an example? There's a sister Kwam Ida in Chicago. The I, that's the only like variation. All the other letters are ah. And if y'all don't know, Captain Mawa Quad will be doing Roundtable of Truth tonight. I think for the UK will start at 2 a.m. If you want to stay up and watch it, you know, you're more than welcome. I'll probably watch a little bit of it, but I need to get some sleep because I'm going to be in Leicester tomorrow. Make sure y'all are at Leicester as well. We're going to be at the Caribbean Center in Leicester. What's the postcode again? It's LE0 something. Y'all have seen the flyer. Make sure you're following our social media so you can get this information as well. You'll see our flyer. We'll be at the Caribbean Center. Officer Damgabar will be teaching a heavy class about Christianity and slavery, being husband and wife. So you definitely want to attend the class. Make sure you be there in person. If you can't make it in person, you can watch it online. We'll be streaming on our YouTube and Facebook, our Twitter, as we always do. All right. So have you all got these next 6 letters down? So up to Yah.
Go and use that talk. Have you got them?
Yeah.
Okay, Most High in Christ. All right. So the next 6, we're gonna go Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, and I. So this is the I was talking about. All right. Now just let me know once you've written the 6 down so I know when to move on. All right. Now the Hebrew would have been like a lot of the languages you speak today, like say French or English. A lot of these words and the alphabet itself comes from the Hebrew alphabet, right? Like Kala Mana. You'll see in the English it's JKLMNOP, right? For in the Hebrew it's Mana, not KLMN, right? But you'll see a lot of similarities between Hebrew words and with other languages. Like even in Mandarin, the word for what or how is ma. That's the same in Hebrew, right? Because they won't tell you this, but it originates from the Hebrew. All these languages you speak today originate from the Hebrew. As Zakar, you said you were done. Or was that Shia?
Done.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you the last. This is the last 7, right? The last 5. So after I, you have Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. Okay. So that is the Hebrew alphabet all the way from A through to Tha. So make sure you write that down, and then we'll move on to the class. If you do have any questions as well, make sure you raise your hand. All right. Or just say Salakia. Okay. Sometimes I'll be on another screen, so probably best to say Salakia just so I can, make sure I get you to your question. In fact, let me split my screen up a little bit. Oh, did that make it Salakia? All right. So Pa, Tazah, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right, so I believe this is a sister. So for this sister here, so if you are a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, and you want to join these classes, sister said she lives in Alaska, so Canada would be the closest classes. Yes, we have a school in Canada. Who's the camp leader of Canada? I know there's a brother there named Adaya. So you want to get in touch with, even if you look on Facebook, I'm sure you can look up ISUPK Canada. All right. Let me get it. Or it might be ISUPK. Yeah, ISUPK Canada. I know there's an ISUPK Montreal. All right, just get in contact with them brothers and get in class. All right. Okay.
Done.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Are y'all both done?
Yeah.
Most High in Christ. All right. So for tonight's class, we're going over colors in Hebrew, right? So we have all the colors. We have like the colors of the rainbow, like from red through to purple. We've got black, brown, white, gold, silver, and bronze. Okay. Well, I want you to start. So you're gonna write the you can write the title, which is colors in Hebrew. And then the first word I want you to write is the word for color, which is ka-ayan. Right? So you're gonna write color, then ka-ayan, and then what I want you to do is write the word out in the Hebrew. So using the alphabet you just wrote down, we're gonna learn how to form words in the Hebrew. Okay, let me zoom in on ka-ayan just to focus here. So the word ka-ayan is made up of 4 Hebrew letters. You have a ka, an I, a ya, and a na. Right? And then these markings underneath, or these connectors as I like to call them, shows you how to pronounce the word. Right? So this arch or the N shape means you pronounce the letters separately or fully. Right? So ka, I, those are pronounced fully. Then this one here, this upside down arch or the U shape, joins the 2 letters together. So instead of being ya and na, it becomes yan. Right? So ka, I, yan. That's how you'd read this word. So make sure you write that down. So color, ka, I, yan. You could write it in the English, in the English letters, and then write it out in the Hebrew letters. So just focus on the black for now. If you're a brother or sister that has been attending classes frequently and you're familiar with the ancient Hebrew, make sure you also get the Assyrian Hebrew also, so you'll know you could recognize this ka'ayan and read it as this, right? We asked, where do you get these or search under for images? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Are you referring to the Hebrew alphabet? In the class. So if you're referring to the Hebrew alphabet or any of these resources that I've put together, like if you see a class that I've done and you want a printout or a PDF of the class that I've gone through, all you have to do is contact me via Facebook, via email, and I can get that through to you. So if you want like the Hebrew alphabet, I can simply send you the PDF. If you want this sheet, like the sheet of the colors, I can send you that. If you want any previous classes I've done, like on days of the week, months of the year, some prayer breakdowns. If you want anything that you've seen I've done in class, just contact me via Facebook, email. Facebook is best because I know email sometimes can be lost in like junk or spam and that. But yeah, contact me via Facebook and I can get that through to you real easy. All right. So the first word here for color is ka'ayan, right? And it comes from the root word, which is ayan, which means eye, like what you see with, right? So you see color. So ka'ayan comes from ayan. All right. So you want to write these down. The color and where the root word, the root word. So where ka'ayan comes from, it comes from ayan, which means eye. Okay. Right, let me maximize this once again. All right, there we go. We got ka'ayan, which is color. All right, now the first color we're going to go through is adawam, which if if you're familiar with the nations, you'll know that Adawam is Edom, right? It's Edom in the Hebrew because his name means red, right? So Adawam, that is red in the Hebrew. Red, Adawam, and you have here over in the Hebrew, Adawam. This is Wa and Ma, they join together to make Wam, right? And the root word for Adam, the root word for Adawam, which is red, is Adam, which means ground, right? Like Adam's name. Adam in the Hebrew, his name means ground, right? Because he was brought up from the dust of the ground. Okay. And like the word red, it comes from ground because if you've ever seen red soil, right? That soil is red, right? It comes from the ground. That's what Esau or Edom, that's what the so-called white man became named after. Because everybody else is regular soil, right? Everybody else is brown, but he was that red soil. He was different. All right. Hey, shalom to our Hawba, Yahweh Shema Allah Taba Shemi Al Shai. Car, no sweat. Hey, shalom, Ayala, Yahweh Shema Allah Taba Shemi Al Shai.
Yahweh Shema Allah Taba Shemi Al Shai.
Most High in Christ. You two up?
Con.
Most High in Christ. All right, what we're going through today, we're going to go through colors, which is a class I've done before, so you might already have it in your notes, but we're going to go through it again today, and then I've got a quiz prepared at the end. All right? Okay. So, let me see. So we've got color in the Hebrew, which is ka'ayan. We got red in the Hebrew, which is adawam. Now for orange, there's no Hebrew word for orange, right? So that one you can just skip. And then the next one, let me get it.
Look, yes, sir.
Can't go ahead.
So you don't have to do orange.
You don't have to do orange. You could even put like orange and just put no Hebrew word for orange. All right. And for example, if you had like colored markers or colored pencils, you could even put beside it the color. Like I've put circles, like the color circle for each color, just to like illustrate and remind you this is red, adawam, this is orange. There's no Hebrew word for orange, but orange exists today. This is yellow. You can tell me how you pronounce yellow in the Hebrew. Based on what's on the screen, how would you read out this word in the Hebrew? You can tell me.
So, yes, sir. Is it Tazahab?
That's correct. Tazahab. Well done. Okay, so yellow in the Hebrew is Tazahab. So you see it right here, yellow, Tazahab, and then this is Tazahab in the Hebrew. So this is the ancient Hebrew. It's Tazah, Ha, and Ba. So Tazah is separate, Ha and Ba are joined, so Tazahab. And then this is Tazahab in the modern Hebrew. Now the origin of Tazahab, meaning yellow, its origin meaning is to gleam or to shine, right? Like if you see the sun gleaming, right? It comes from that, or like almost like gold jewelry. It's kind of similar in that way. It's gleaming, it's shining. That's where yellow comes from. Even the word for yellow, the word for gold is similar to yellow. The word for gold is zahab, right? The word for yellow is tazahab. All right, it's similar in that way because they're similar in color, right? So there you go. So yellow, tazahab. Okay. Now, does everybody have Ka'ayan and Adawam written down?
Yeah.
All right, Most High in Christ. So I'm going to scroll down. So there's no Hebrew word for orange, so you don't need that. We've got the next few colors. Okay. You have yellow, which is tazahab. You have green. Who can read out the word for green? So if you read out this Hebrew right here, Ayala, could you tell me how to pronounce green in the Hebrew?
Slock is it Rainan? Ranan.
So you have a ra and you have an I. If you join that together, what does that make?
Rainan.
Rainan. Perfect. Right? So that's how you pronounce green. So green is Rainan. Right? You have a ra and an I joined to make rai, and a na joined to make nan. Right? So this is Rainan in the Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew, and then this right here is Rainan in the Assyrian Hebrew. So you'll notice you have ra, I, na, and na. So these letters are the same, but because this na is at the end of the word, you use this form, right? Like we did, we did with Ashaya and Zakar at the top. There are 5 letters. I don't know we did it. We just mainly focused on paleo. But like I explained with Diana, you have 5 letters which have these different forms if they're at the end of the word, right? But for now, just focus on the black, right? The ancient. The modern Hebrew is more to get more advanced. So for example, Ayala and Diana, who attend classes very frequently, I'd want you also to get the Assyrian Hebrew down. Okay. Right. So green is Rainan. And then let me give this to I'm gonna give this to Zakar. So the color blue, right? So the letters you have for blue are tha, ka, la, and tha. So how would you pronounce this word? How would you join this together and make it a word?
Color.
Say again.
For color.
Thakalath, right? Well done. Thakalath, right? That is blue in the Hebrew. Okay, so tha is separate, ka is separate, and then the la and the tha join to make lath. Thakalath. Okay. Or in fact, let me go over this. So the origin meaning for Rainan, which is green, means to grow luxuriant or fresh or green, right? Like when you have plants or trees, they grow. When they grow luxuriant, they're like a bright green, right? That's where Rainan comes from. And then Thakalath, its origin comes from the name of the shellfish that was actually used, is like crushed and used to make that blue dye, right? So Thakalath is the name of the shellfish that made that blue dye to make things blue. Okay. And then indigo or navy, pardon me, which is in the rainbow colors today, the more modern, colors, that would just fall under the color blue. So that also would be Thakalath. If you saw something in indigo or it's navy blue or like a dark blue, it's also Thakalath, right? It's also blue. Okay. Come on, no sign of Christ. And then let's see what else we got. Somebody asked, how do you keep Shabbat in Alaska with the sundown time? So you're referring to Shabbat, which is the Sabbath. So to keep the Sabbath, again, sundown times, a day is just sundown to sundown. So whatever time is your sundown, I'm sure in Alaska it's the same. It might be earlier or later, but it's the same kind of 24-hour window, right? A day is just sundown to sundown. So your Sabbath would be from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It's the same thing. All right. Shalom to Officer Tazapawan, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatham. And then he also saluted, it's like Barakatha. And then he also saluted the sisters. All right. And we also got Sharapah in here. Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahushai. Mosai Christ, and she said in the registry right here too. She said Sharapah, Bath Banyamyan, Bath Yasha'ala. Mosai Christ, well done. All right, and then we also got Tharpa'ah, Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahushai. Marah, checking out from North Philly. Mosai Christ, shout out to Marah, shout out to North Philly. Okay. So indigo or navy blue would just fall under blue, which is Thakalath. Okay. And then next we have violet or purple. right? Now, purple in the Hebrew is, in fact, who can read that out for me? Ashaya, do you want to give a shot of reading out how you'd say purple in the Hebrew? So you have ah, you have ra, you have ga, ma, and na. You're gonna put that together. I'm gonna give it a shot of reading this word.
Go ahead, say the word.
Just sound it out.
See that word there?
A.
No, you sound it out. Go on. Sound it out in the Hebrew. Go on.
So it starts with ah. So say ah.
Ah.
Then ra.
Ra.
Ga.
Ga.
Man.
Man.
So ah, ra, ga, man.
You can say that word now.
Agragaman.
Ah, ra, ga, man. Excellent. Well done. Okay, so that's how you'd say purple in the Hebrew. Like if you want to call these lavender lads, if you want to refer to them in the Hebrew, they would be aragaman, right? Or that you could, I mean, if you want to, yes, you could stretch it to say they are a gay man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you could also, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking. With the Hebrew, you pronounce ah, right? But they are aragaman. They are purple. All right. So that's how you say purple in the Hebrew. Okay. And the Hebrew word for purple or ragaman is actually a foreign origin, but it means purple or the purple dye. It's the name of that purple dye, right? Okay. So that is violet or purple, a ragaman. And then if I'm going a bit too fast or is anybody still writing down, just let me know and I'll go back up, all right? I'm just going to go through it at, a relative pace, and then we'll get to the quiz later. In fact, give me 1 second. You'll continue getting this down. I just got to do something real quick. Okay, we back. All right, so after violet or purple, so that is the colors of the rainbow. So we're going to learn some additional colors. All right, the first one we have is black. Okay, now who wants to read out black for me? Diana, if you could read out black in the Hebrew.
Hang on.
Shakawar. Right? So you have Sha, like from the Hebrew, you have Sha, Ka, Wa, and Ra. When the Wa and Ra join together, it makes like war, right? Or Shakawar, you could say. So Sha, Ka, Wa, right? And it comes from the root word Shaka, which means dawn, right? And now dawn is like that time just before the sun rises. So just before the sun rises, it's black, it's dark, right? So that's where the color black, Shakawar, comes from. All right, it comes from Shaka, meaning dawn, because at dawn, it's dark, right? It's dark outside, especially back in the day when there was no street lights, you know what I'm saying? No lights everywhere like you see today. It would have been a lot more dark, right? So Shakawar is black. Okay. Hey, shalom also to Kana Yahawada, Yahweh Shai, River of Priest and Officer Thasha Yam, checking in from Dover, Delaware. Most High in Christ. Shout out to Thasha Yam and shout out to Dover, Delaware. All right. So we got Shakawar, meaning black. Comes from the root Shaka, which means dawn. So you can see right here, Shakawa, and then Shakar. All right. Make sure you get those down. So again, you want to get down the English, the Hebrew and the English letters, which would be this, like Shakawa, and then the Hebrew letters, Shakawar. And again, the Hebrew you're going to write from right to left. Okay, so that is black. Okay, who can read out brown for me? Ayala, could you give a shot at reading out the color brown? So Ayala, how would you say brown in the Hebrew?
Slovakia, sir. Is it Kawam?
Kawam. Excellent. Right? So this first letter, remember, although you see CH, it's not cha or it's not ch. It's ka. Right? So ka, wa, and ma. The wa and ma joined to make wam. So kawam. Right? Kawam is brown. And it comes from the root word kam or kam, which is actually the name of the so-called Hamites, right? The name of Ham. That's Ham in Hebrew. Okay? And it means hot, right? Because you know the over in Africa or wherever this is hot. You'd see some of them are dark like midnight because it's hot. Right? So that's where Ham comes from. And then Kawam is almost like making that a verb, right? But if you apply heat to things, like if you apply heat to chicken, like before you cook chicken, I mean, a lot of Benjamites will do this. Before you cook chicken a certain way, maybe you cook it on the grill, you'll brown it, right? Meaning you kind of shallow fry it, apply heat and brown the outside of it before you put it on the grill, right? Kawam. So you apply heat and it becomes brown. All right, that's where that comes from. Okay. So we got black, which is Shakawa. We got brown, which is Kawam. Let me give it over to Zakar. How would you say white in the Hebrew?
Laban.
Laban. Excellent. All right, Laban. Now, the origin of Laban is to be white, like as in you got leprosy. It could also mean to purify, like to clean something. To clean something, like something to clean and pristine, is white. Not like the oppressor. The oppressor is red. He's not white. All right. So it could mean to purify, or also it could mean like a verb to make bricks. The reason Laban also means to make bricks is that when you're making brick and you're dealing with clay, have you ever sort of had clay on your hands and then it dries? Has anybody worked with clay and then it dries?
Slovakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Why is the oppressor red?
The oppressor is red because, I mean, why is he red in terms of, like, you think he's white, or why was he red?
Yeah.
He's red because he doesn't have melanin. We have melanin, which makes our skin brown, which means when the sun comes in contact with us, we get color. The oppressor is void of color. But he is red because instead of your skin being a nice brown, his skin is almost see-through. So you just see his blood coming through. Right? The color of his blood is his skin. Right? Like you see when an oppressor gets angry and his blood starts to boil, meaning he's getting blood pumped around his body quicker, he turns red. Right? Because you see the blood through his skin.
No.
That's why the oppressor is red.
Come.
Most High in Christ.
Water.
All right, but Laban, okay, so Laban can also mean to make bricks. So has anybody worked with clay, like working with clay, pottery, and then it dries on your hands, right? What color does it turn?
White.
It turns white, right? Or like it turns right, it turns white, right? Because when we're making bricks, you make bricks out of clay. When it dries, it would turn white. It would turn Laban, right? So that also just became common as a word used to make bricks. Okay, so that is black, brown, and white. All right, the next color we have, is everybody following so far? I'm not going too fast or anything like that.
Yeah.
Good to go. All right, Most High in Christ. Okay, the next color we have is gold. So gold is Zahab, right? Similar to yellow. Yellow is Tazahab. So it uses a slightly different first letter, right? So instead of Taza in Tazahab, Zahab is just Zah. Zahab, right? And Zahab just means the element. It's like the element gold, right? So when you see, if you dig up or you mine gold, you're mining Zahab. That element is called Zahab in the Hebrew. Okay, so Zahab is gold. So you want to write gold, write Zahab, and then write Zahab in the Hebrew letters. And then you also want to make note of these origins, all right? Okay. And then after gold, you can read out, let me give that to Zakar just read Laban. Ashaya, could you read out the word for silver?
That one, read that one.
Is it kasab?
It's kasab. Well done. Excellent. Right? So you have a ka, a sa, and a pa. So the ka is separate. The sa and pa join together to make sa. So ka sa. Right? And its origin, so the origin of kasab is the element silver. Like when you dig or you mine silver, that is kasab. And it also became the word for money, right? Because when you're trading, and back in the day, we would deal with things like gold, silver, copper. We trade those things. We trade precious metals, right? And silver was one of the more commonly used ones, right? You wouldn't use gold as much because gold is more precious. Right? You'd use silver a lot more often. So that then became the word for money, like how we say money or cash or pounds. Back in the day, we'd say, right? Okay. So make sure you write down silver, kasap, and then kasap in the Hebrew letters, and you want to get the origin down as well. It's the element silver and also the word for money.
Slock, yes, sir.
Karen, go ahead.
I got the whole thing written down.
Most High in Christ, the water. All right, so once we get this one down, this next one is the last color. I'm going to go for
Bronze.
It's the color for bronze. All right. Let me go through it. So bronze in the Hebrew, who can read that out for me? I'm gonna let any of y'all can decide to do it. Go ahead, Ayala.
So, like you said, is it Nakasaf?
So it's Nakashath, right? So you have a Na, a Ka, a Sha, and a Tha. Nakashath. All right, that is the word for bronze, Nakashath. Now the root word is actually longer. The root word is Nakawasha. So you can see underneath right here. This is the root, Nakawasha, and it means copper or bronze. More copper. Right? So then the bronze is Nakasha.
The first was strong.
Right? So bronze in the Hebrew is Nakashath, and it comes from the root Nakawasha, which means copper or bronze. Okay. So once everybody gets these written down, I'm going to go through it again. So you want to make sure you have everything down. So the word in the English, the word in the Hebrew, the word in the Hebrew letters, and then get the origin down as well. You want to make a note of that. Okay. So these things that I have in the brackets, you also want to write those down for each color. Okay, it's going to be important for the quiz. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that set up. So once everybody's written these down, we can jump into the quiz. Okay. So has everybody got these written down?
Yes.
Okay,
Not
no
yet.
sweat.
Almost done.
All right, no sweat. Okay, so give you some time. So if you got so for each color, you should have the word in English. Like for example, I'm going to go through it with gold. So you should have gold, then zahab, and then zahab in the Hebrew letters written out. And then you should have the origin. So you should have the origin is the element gold. Right? Does everybody have that down for each color?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, most are correct. If anybody needs me to go over anything again, just let me know, and I'll go over it.
Suck this right. I'm done now.
Oh, most are Christ. All right. Okay, so let me just double check. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I will kick off with the quiz. So I'm gonna get that started right now. Let's host it live. Okay, so this is where you will have, say, if you have a device, you could use the laptop you're working with, or if you know a shire in the car, if one of you wants to use the laptop and the other can use the like an iPad or something. If it's not has one.
I think you got my iPad.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna go in classic mode.
One separate Arban, I'm just going to get the iPad ready for them. I'm just going to go in the StreamYard.
No sweat, the water. All right, so what I'm gonna do, anybody watching online as well, you can also join. Definitely take part. Just when you join, just put your name so I know who it is. Don't put anything inappropriate or silly. I will just remove you from the game. All right, so let me put the link down in the screen right here. So the game pin to join. So you can join either via the Kahoot app. You could join via the website. So www.kahoot.it. Type in this game pin, or you could even just scan this QR code, right? And it will take you to the game. Okay. So if you're all watching online, you can go ahead and join. Select this
Arban, how do I get in the game with the iPad?
So you could do it through like if you have Google or a browser, you could just type in Kahoot. Usually, if you just type in Kahoot, it'll be like there's an option that is join Kahoot. and then it will take you to the screen you need, and then all you've got to do is type in the game code, game pin, which is on the screen. It's 5497691. Now, if anybody in the comments just before we start the game, so I'm going to give it a few minutes for everybody to join. If anybody before we start the game wants me to go over anything I've been through, just let me know. Like if you missed the beginning of the class, you can either scroll back or just ask me really quickly. We'll probably start in about, I'll give it 5 minutes. So I think 17 past. All right. So you can have some time to go over, revise your notes, just look over it, read through it. So you're familiar with each color, how to read it, how to write it, how to spell it, what the origin is, and we'll go through it, all right, on the quiz. Okay, so I'll give you all some time. So far, I've got Tower Bath, Most High Christ. I got Ayala, I got Diana. We've got a few. And for Officer Damgabar, for the laptop, what you can do is just open up another tab and then also kind of do the same. Just type in Kahoot, and then it will take you to the game pin screen. So Kahoot.it.
All right, no shit. Hold on. Let me just mute my camera.
So Damgabar, if you want to join in as well on your phone, you know what I'm saying, you're more than welcome to.
Listen, I ain't trying to get first prize today, so luck ya.
You ain't trying to get the dub.
I ain't trying to. You know, I might do it just to show that I know a little bit of Hebrew too. So
God, do you think, other one? You know what I'm saying? But that Diana and Ayala, these students be real competitive in it. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? These students be real good, real quick.
5497691.
Okay, so let me see where we're up to now. So I have somebody named Payasa. I've got Shaya in here too. So we're waiting on Zakar. And then if anybody else, so Payasa is the Payasita, Most High Christ. All right, and then we got Zakar in here too. All right. Anybody else wants to join? Now is your time. We've got everybody in the class in, so as well, the game pin will be on the screen, so you can join in a bit later. Of course, you want to join in from the beginning, so you get each question and get the points for each question, right? But if you do come in a bit late, you can still partake in the quiz. All right. So I'll give it until 8:15. It's 8:15 now. I'm going to go ahead and click start. So let me share this screen. And let me go ahead and unmute. But this Kahoot music is going hard, man. This Kahoot music we hit. All right, so we've got everyone here. I'm going to go ahead and start. So let me make sure I've got my settings right. So if you want to personalize your character as well. And Most High Christ, we've got Dam Goodbye in here too. All right, so let's go ahead and kick it off.
You're going to use the laptop, or you're going to use that?
So we've got colors in the Hebrew.
What is the Hebrew?
So the first question is, what is the Hebrew word for color? With 10 seconds left, make sure you submit your answers. 3, 2, 1, and okay. Most High Christ. Okay, so we got 3 people that got that right. So the Hebrew word for color is ka'ayan, right? Ayan, for everybody who answered ayan, ayan means your eye, right? Like what you see with. But the word for color is ka'ayan. The root of that is ayan. All right. The dump bar on the board, Tower Bath and Diana, Most High Christ. All right, a true or false? Okay. The root word for color, ka'ayan, is ayan, meaning eye. Is that true or is that false?
Stop streaming for Sunday.
Also, I Christ, everybody got that right. You should have, because I literally gave you the answer. It's true. The root word for ka'ayan is ayan, which means eye. All right. You see Raven. She can see into the future. I don't know if I'm showing my. It's crazy to think that Raven is showing your age, but I don't know if some of these youngsters don't know about Raven. You know, that's crazy. I was like, Christ, see, I told you, Diana, I told you, Dungabar, these students be real quick with it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this one is a type answer. You're going to type in the Hebrew word for red. All right, so you want to make sure you spell it correctly. Type in the Hebrew word for red and then hit submit. Okay, so the Hebrew word for red is adawam. Let's see, you got that right. 3 people got that right. Most High in Christ. All right. So adawam. That's how you spell red in the Hebrew. All right, we got Damgabar creeping up to second. All right, no sweat. No sweat. Damgabar ain't gonna let that slide, you know. Okay, is there a Hebrew word for orange? Yes or no? Okay, Most High in Christ. Everybody got that right. There is not a Hebrew word for orange. Okay. Ooh-wee. All right, no sweat. Don't go about to that personally. No sweat. All right, so you're going to type what is the Hebrew word for yellow. Type it in. All right. Try refresh or try leave and join back. See if you can get back in. Yes, if you can get back in on the quiz. Or if you have the app.
Because you're using the keyboard, you're using the keys there.
Okay. So the Hebrew word for yellow is tazahab. Okay, so we've got 4 people who got that right. Excellent. Excellent job. So, of course, you want to practice writing and spelling out the Hebrew. Okay. So this is how you'd write it in the English. Then you also want to practice writing it in the Hebrew as well.
Yes, I'm supposed to.
Tazahab. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's real competitive. Diana back in that first place spot. No sweat. We've got a lot of questions to go. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. All right, so for this question, there's 2 right answers. So make sure you pick both right answers and then hit submit. Okay, so what is the origin meaning of yellow, which is tazahab? It's going to be 2 right answers, so pick 2 and then hit submit. Definitely see if you can join the quiz again. See if it works. Okay, so the correct answers are gleam and shine. All right, the correct answers are gleam and shine for tazahab. So again, you want to make sure you have that in your notes. The origin for yellow, tazahab, is gleam or shine. All right, so it's another type answer. You're going to type what is the Hebrew for Hebrew word for gleam. For anybody that wants to join the quiz right now as well, the game pin right here at the bottom. So you can join it. The Hebrew word for green is Rainan. Or you could also spell it Rainan. All right, 5 people got that right. Excellent job. Okay, you could also spell it like this. Essentially, you're just joining a Ra and an I. So you could either do, you could write the A or you don't have to write the A. Either way is fine. All right, Most High in Christ. So this is a true or false. The origin of green, Rainan, is money or wealth. Is that true or is it false? Okay, that is false. The origin of green, Rainan, is luxuriant, fresh, or green, like trees or plants are growing luxurious. That's the origin meaning. Okay, I know green today, you know what I'm saying? People say I've got green might be referring to money, but green in terms of Rainan is referring to, luxuriant plants. All right, so next is the Hebrew word for blue. Type that in. Type all right, the Hebrew word for blue is thakalath. All right, Most High in Christ. 5 people got that right. So thakalath is blue. Most High in Christ. Okay, Zakar jumping into that 5th place spot. I see you. Okay, so what is the Hebrew word for indigo? Or navy? What's the Hebrew word for indigo or navy? Most High in Christ. The correct answer is thakalath. So as we written down earlier, so indigo would fall under the color blue. So even indigo or navy, even though it's dark blue, it would just fall under blue. And the word for blue is thakalath. All right. Well done to everyone that got that right. All right, Tower Bath taking that 1st place spot, paying very close attention in class. All right, what's the Hebrew word for purple? Type that in and submit. Okay, the Hebrew word for purple is aragaman. Right, so aragaman. That's purple. All right, well done, people that got that right. All right, this leaderboard stays the same. Talbot's got a really good lead streak. All right, so you're gonna type in the Hebrew word for black. Okay, the Hebrew word for black is shakawar. Okay, now with ka, you want to remember the double A. So shakawar. All right, well done to I got that right.
This one's going to use the top one.
That was Tower Bath. All right, excellent job, sis. All right, this next one is a true or false. The root for black, shakawar, is shakar, meaning dawn. Is that true or is it false? Okay, that is true. Right, so the root for shakawar is shakar, meaning dawn, meaning just before the sun rises. It's dark, it's black. All right, Most High in Christ. Well done to everyone that got that right. And then this next one is a type answer. The Hebrew word for brown. All right, let me.
No, what's wrong with it?
Okay, so the word for brown is kawam, right? Kawam. Well done to the three people that got that right. Okay. All right, so what is the root word for brown, which is kawam? What is the right answer? Okay, the root for brown, kawam, is kam, which means hot, right? Which is also the name of Ham, the Hamites, the so-called Africans today. All right. Okay. This was another type answer. What's the Hebrew word for white? I'm gonna go ahead and type it in and hit submit. Also, with any of these answers, if you're unsure, you can just simply refer to your notes, make sure you get it correctly, get it correct, and then hit submit. All right. So the Hebrew word for white is Laban. Okay, I think that everyone got that right. Excellent job. All right, Laban. Okay, Most High Christ. All right, so Bath got the highest answer streak. All right, true or false? The original meaning for white Laban is wool or snow. Not true, or is it false? Excellent. That's false. All right, the origin meaning for white or Laban is be white, to purify, or to make bricks. All right. Excellent. Everyone got that right. Okay. This is another type answer. So you're going to type what is the Hebrew word for gold. Okay, the Hebrew word for gold is zahab. All right, well done. We've got 5 people that got that right. The Hebrew word for gold is zahab. Excellent. We've got Tarba still in the lead. What is the Hebrew word for silver? You're going to type in the word. You're going to go ahead and submit. Okay, the Hebrew word for silver is kasap. Kasap. Well done. We've got 4 people that got that right. The majority got that right, so it's kasap. I'm also on Christ. Ayala's got the highest answer streak. 7. Well done, Ayala. All right, this next one is a true or false. The origin meaning for silver, kasap, is the element silver and also money. Is that true or is it false? Real quick answer. That is correct. The origin meaning for kasap is the element silver and also it became the word for money, right? Because that's what we would use to trade. That's what we would use as money. Okay. So next one is type in the Hebrew word for bronze. correct answer is Nakashath. So go ahead.
How many more answers are there in
We've got a few questions more. We've got about, I think, 11 more.
Con.
All right. These going to be quick fire. Okay, so the correct answer for bronze. So bronze in the Hebrew is Nakashath. All right, it's going to be quick answers. So what you're going to do is you're going to move the picture so that your pin is on this color. So you're going to move your pin to the color Kasaf. And then you're going to hit something. Okay, so I see a few over near red, a few over near green. Most is over near silver. Kasap in the Hebrew is silver. Okay, well done. All right, so 4 words. Okay. So again, you're going to do the same. Now you're going to move your pin to the color Rainan. Right, so what color is Rainan? Okay, Rainan is the color green. So well done to everyone that got that right. Now nobody should be over here in orange. You can tell me why nobody should be in orange.
The luck is there. Is it because orange has no Hebrew word?
That's correct. Excellent. There is no Hebrew word for orange. So I'll give you a hint right now. None of these colors will be orange. that's a little tip. All right. That's it. All right, y'all go ahead. So what color is Adawam? So you're gonna bring your pin to the color. You'll know what to do.
Yes.
Okay, Mosai Christ. Everybody's over here in this red. And that is the correct answer. All right, Adawam is red, which also is the word for Edom, which is the so-called oppressor. He is red. You'll definitely see it when he gets angry or when he gets flustered. All right, so what color is Tazahab?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I see most people in the yellow, one on green, one on brown. Tazahab is yellow. All right, well done. So everyone got that right. Tazahab is yellow. Okay, Toba still is it Toba selection. Place. So what color is Nakashaf? Nakashaf. Bring that over to the color. Okay, I see most people on brown, and a few people on bronze. The correct answer is bronze. Nakashaf is bronze. All right. Okay, so what color is Thakalath? Don't know what to do. Okay, I see everybody on this blue. Most High in Christ. The correct answer is blue. Thakalath is blue in the Hebrew. Excellent job. Okay. What color is Shakawar?
What's going on?
Okay, so everybody is on black. That is correct. Shakawar is black in the Hebrew. The comes from Shakar, which means dawn. All right. Everyone got that right. So Taubath is a streak of 10 correct answers. On side Christ. Well done, sis. All right. So what color is Laban? You drag your pen over to Laban. Excellent job. Okay, everybody's on the color white. That is the correct answer. Excellent job. Okay, and I think we've got 3 more questions. All right, what color is Zahab? Have your pen. Okay, everybody's on gold. Everybody's correct. That's the right answer. All right, excellent. We got a few more. So what color is Kawam?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody over there in that brown. That's correct. Absolutely. Kawam is brown. It comes from the root kam, which means hot. All right. If you apply heat to something, you'll find it turns brown. Okay. And then the last question. What color is Aragaman? Okay, everybody's drag their pen over there. On that purple. Everybody is correct. Aragaman is purple in Hebrew. All right, excellent job. And with that, let's see what the podium's saying. In third place, we have Ayala. Excellent job. Well done. Second place, we got Diana. Well done. And in first place, we got Tawaba. Excellent job, sis. All right. And in fourth, we got Damgabar. And in fifth, we got Zakar. Very good job. I see that first and second was real tight. Y'all was fighting. I see Diana was fighting for that spot. Man. No side crash. She did an excellent job that time. All these sisters, Diana, Ayala, Damgabar, the brother, and Zakar as well. They did excellent. And Anashaya as well. They did excellent. All right. Both side Christ. All right. And with that, I think we're about ready to close out with the class. Officer Damgabar, would you like to do the substitute? Would you want to do the salute?
So I can say that again. Say that again.
Come, it's up to you. Would you want to do the salute?
I can do it for you if you want.
All right, come, if you could, sir. All right, with that, I'm going to pass it over to Priest and Officer 5000. My other one, Damgabar. All right, it's going to close out with the salute.
All right, clap it up. Give her all by a hand for a powerful class. Men of Israel, I Majam Shabbat, I Majam Barak, Yahweh Hashem Shabrak Kafam.
Yahweh Hashem Shabrak Kafam.
Yad Yom Matar, which means hands down, Saw, turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, I Majam Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alafar Ba Hashem
Yahweh Shema
Yahweh
Alatan Ba Hashem Yahweh.
Yahshua Alafar Ba Hashem Yahweh.
Yad Yom Matar, class dismissed.
Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Excellent job, Lord of Christ. I'll see you all at the Passover. Then, Lord, I'll see you all next week as well. Well, yeah, next week. No, next week we'll be at the Passover. The week after.
Wednesday.
Right, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Thumb to all the brothers. And Yahweh Shema Thumb Shem Yahweh to all the sisters.
Shalom.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. So, like it says, I know you had connection problems. I know you really would have won first place without the connection problems, but Salaki, there's nothing I can do about that. But you did. I'm sure you did very well as well. I mean, I've seen you putting the answers in the chat, so you did very well. All right, excellent job. All right, with that, I say shalom.